Two roads diverge in yellow wood, and sorry I cannot travel both. As one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could. Oh, hi, Toastmasters and friends. I was just reading this amazing poem by Robert Frost. The title is The Road's Not Taken. This is one of my favorite poems, but however, the first time when I read it, I thought it was only about choosing the right path and not regretting it in the future. However, the experience at IKEA changed all my thoughts toward it. So I was at IKEA, picking a new chair for myself. The whole various type of chair filled my eyes. I tried a lot of different kinds of chair, the one I seemed to love. However, neither they are too soft nor fitting on me on my back. But then I saw a chair I seemed to love at the first sight. It had all the function I'm looking for and the color I really liked. However, one downside is its price. It is a slightly bit higher than I had budgeted. So I had stood there struggling for a long time, and then I made my choice. I put this chair in my cart and walked happily to the cashier area. And that is where real choices are happening. As usual, there were two lines, one slightly shorter and one slightly longer. Of course, I picked the shorter one and felt like if I had seized a significant head start. But when I was holding the cart and standing in that line, my mind uncontrollably started to think again. Do I really like this chair? What if it don't fit me afterward? Would the other ones be better? There was like two little me fighting and arguing over these questions. They're not any big question you can see, but my brain is processing all the thought as it might determine my future or anything like that. Eventually, I don't know how long had passed, but one of the little men won. And the result is I'm really happy with this chair. When all my mind became a bit clearer, and I'm feeling positive about my choice, I looked up. The line had not moved at all. The elder lady at the very front is having trouble paying on her phone. I glanced to the other side. The line that should be slightly longer in the beginning. I saw the young woman who lined up with me at the same time had already done paying. She walked away with the furniture she loved. Well, not so much as a head start overall. Usually, I would start regretting immediately. Why did I choose the other line? If I choose the other line, I could be done already. I could go rest. I could go have ice cream. But that day, something felt different. Instead of feeling unlucky, I felt lucky. If I had not been stuck in that line, I would not have the opportunity to think so carefully about my choice. I would not be so sure that this chair is the one I really wanted. It made me ask one question. Is the other line really better? That moment, I realized something. Regret have a strange power. It makes us believe the choice that we didn't choose is always better. It makes us keep on thinking and looping one question. What if I choose the other line? However, we never really experience the full reality of that choice. We only experience the imagined version of it. Imagination is unfair. It removes all the problems and keeps only the benefit. In that case, I could not change the choice I had made in the past. The only thing I could do is change how I look at it now. That emotion in me, that quiet anger, might simply just be the emotion of unwillingness. So instead of being blinded by the hints of regret, I used the time to think, to reflect, and decide more carefully about my choice. What seems to be a not so good choice becomes a very meaningful path. So that day, poem of Robert Frost came back to me again. Two roads diverged, and sorry, I cannot travel both. When we are stuck in choices, we ask ourselves, what if I choose the other one? Did I really choose the right one? But the thing is, we don't know, and we never would know, and probably never need to know. That's all the point. So that day, I did not switch my line. I stayed where it seems to be a bad choice, but holding the cart where it have the chair that I really loved. I walked away IKEA with a chair I really enjoyed and a little bit more patient than before. So, dear Toastmasters and friend, in the future, when you ever stuck in a line or stuck in a choice, wondering, what if I choose the other one? Take a pause, just for a moment, and see where this choice is leading you instead. Thank you for listening.